What's going on, Fit Pros? Welcome to a brand new series where we turn fitness coaches from mid to money printers by breaking down their Instagram accounts, doing a full audit and analyzing where they're going wrong, how we can solve the problems and help them make more money. And today we're going to be breaking down one of my Instagram followers. His name is Sam. He's an online fitness coach. So without further ado, we're going to dive straight into it, switch up the camera and do the full breakdown. Let's get started. Alrighty, so this right here is Sam's Instagram account. Now, before I dive into everything, Sam, you're probably watching this. You asked me to review your account and do an audit. I'm not going to hold back. I genuinely believe if I can give you the full unadulterated truth, this will help you the most compared to just sugarcoating and making you feel good. So I'm giving you fair warning, I am going to tear your account apart. Now, to start with the positives, because not everything is all bad here. Number one, active Instagram story. This is great, very basic, but so many fitness coaches forget this, and because you have this, you immediately cut through and stand out. Number two, an athletic profile picture. Again, so many coaches screw this up. You can show off the goods right away. People can take one look at you and say, yep, you look better than most people, you can probably help me out. And the last pro here, you're paying for verification. Great stuff. Actually, there's one more pro, you are following me. So the fact that you're following me is a good thing. I know I'm being a little bit cheesy here, but the very reason you're following me is the reason I'm making this audit. If you weren't following me, I wouldn't be doing this for you. So 4 positives out the way. Unfortunately, this is where the positives end. Now, starting off on the bio, hybrid athlete. If I'm looking at your account straight away, I have no idea who you are. I don't know what hybrid athlete means. I don't know why hybrid athlete would be valuable to me at all. This doesn't matter. No one cares. Second, this right here, your mission statement, is one of the most confusing mission statements I've ever read. I'm going to break this down so you know I'm not being a dickhead for the sake of it. This is very confusing. I help skinny/fat men. Which one is it? Is it skinny men? Is it fat men? Is it skinny fat men? There's 3 different types of people here. Who are you actually talking to? And why this is so confusing is compounded by the next line. Lose fat and pack on muscle. So if I'm a skinny guy looking at your account, which I am, I'm a skinny guy, right? Anyone can pretty much tell looking at me. If I'm a skinny guy looking at your account and you're saying you're going to help me lose fat, I'm just going to be left with dick, skin, and bone. Like, why is that relevant to me at all? I help skinny or fat men. That's what a slash means. It's skinny or fat men. So you're a generalist, is what you're saying. And I'm going to get onto why that's bad in a second. Being a generalist coach in the fitness industry is an immediate death sentence for your business, right? But I just want to touch on this a little bit more. What your mission statement in your bio needs to include is 3 things. Who you help, what specific result you help them achieve, and how you actually help them achieve it, right? It needs to have these 3 things. Clearly 3 things, right? Let's go through yours now with this framework in mind. Who you help, skinny or fat men. Okay, so I don't know who the fuck you help. Could be anyone. It's not clear to me. What you help them do, lose fat and pack on muscle. If I'm a skinny guy, packing on muscle appeals to me. If I'm a fat guy, even if I did pack on muscle, it's going to mean nothing without first shredding the fat. This is the most important thing to me. The fat loss, if I'm a fat guy, the fat loss is the most important thing to me. So once again, the what you help people achieve is so confusing. It's not specific at all. It's catering to 2 different types of people. And when you're trying to appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. That is specialist coaching 101. When you try and appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one. But here, it's not even that you're just being a generalist. That I help men. You would be positioning yourself purely as a generalist if you said, I help men pack on muscle. That's still very general. But it's confusing now. And a confused prospect never buys. Right now, it's just confusing. And that is the worst part. Okay? Now, the how, that is completely left out of your bio altogether. I don't know what your method is, what secret thing you do that's different to the billion other fitness coaches out there. Why should I go with you? What special thing do you do? How do you help me get a specific result? I have no idea. Right? And I'm going to compare this now. Again, I'll pull up my account so you can see how succinctly I do this. And I want to challenge you to have a one-liner to replace all of this noise with a one-liner that includes these 3 things clearly. I'm going to show you my account now. So this is my account. Scaling, that's what? growing is another word for it. Growing fit pros, that's who I help, with $5 an hour VAs. I've got the what I do, scaling, who I help, fit pros, how I help them with $5 an hour VAs. It's clear and concise. This is why so many people come to me specifically, because in the first line straight away, they know exactly what I do, who I help, and how I help them. And it's unique, it's interesting. No one's heard of $5 an hour VAs, especially in the fitness industry, right? So if you go back to yours, you can see what I mean when I say it's unclear. And again, I'm not being a dickhead just for the sake of it. I genuinely want to help. You asked me to do this audit, that's why I'm doing it. And again, anyone who's watching this is so important to pay attention to as well. Now, the next part, DM me ready to start. This is actually headed in the right direction here. The problem, DM me ready to start is a big commitment. Instead, what you want to try is DM me shred for more info or for a free resource. It could be, I don't know, 14-day meal plan. It could be DM me shred for the best, I don't know, fat burning supplements. I'm kind of pulling this out of my ass right now. But my point is, a lower commitment will always convert more people to take the first step. But DM me ready to start, especially after this kind of bio, which is so confusing. I don't know what the hell I'm starting on. So no one's going to message this. DM me ready to start on what? I have no idea. Okay? The other problem, I was looking at your highlights. Now, I may have missed a story or two. Maybe you do include what I'm about to say next. But I looked through all of these and I can't find any client results. I can't find any before and afters. I can't find any text message screenshots of positive feedback from your clients. Nothing. So again, it lacks social proof, it lacks clarity, and this is just in the first fold. I haven't even gotten onto your content, and I'm not gonna review your content for all of this. That's a whole different thing. But just in the first fold, there's a lot of very, very fundamental, crucial mistakes here. Okay? Now, if we go onto the website, this is a whole different ballgame altogether, right? If I scroll down here, this is what I'm greeted with. I'll actually show you when I click over to your website. And again, for anyone watching this, make sure you're not making fundamental mistakes in your website, okay? When I go over to the website, it's a gray background. It's a bit strange, right? We've got our logo, which is not transparent, so it looks amateur, right? A really nice transparent background would have been way better, and that should be at the top. It should be black, for example, or your branded colors, whatever, but not with a black border. It just looks unprofessional. Call us today, the number. Okay, I'm going to get onto this in a second, but we'll keep on scrolling. Sam means, I think that's the last name. Sorry, I'm probably butchering it, man. Personal training. This is supposed to be your headline. But big, bold, you explain what you do, why they should watch this video, but it's just your name, personal training. It's bland, it's boring, it's uninformative. Again, I'll just compare it with mine, right? We click over here, bang! Free training reveals the secret $5 an hour virtual assistant scaling system that passively generated me $210,000 in coaching clients without sending a single cold DM myself. If I do say so myself, it's pretty fucking good, right? But it's big, it's bold, it's in your face. You know exactly what you're getting in for. And then bang, watch the free training below. But if we compare that, Sam, personal training. I have no idea what we're about to get into. You got this video here with no information for me. Now, the video itself goes for a grand total of 46 seconds. That is not enough time to inspire an action in somebody, to motivate change, to do anything, right? And for most of this, I won't play the sound or whatever, but for most of this, you're talking about yourself. There we go. Now,
lose fat.
Now we're talking about helping others, right? But let's see how long it takes. Could have done that in half the time, and that is why I strive to help others. Cool. By that stage, we're like 35 seconds in before before we know anything about how this can benefit someone else. Most of it is talking about what you've done, X, Y, Z, and that's fine. I absolutely agree. In VSLs, video sales letters in particular, it is important to share your story, but you need to have that in the context of providing value. It needs to be value driven. And here pretty much what this whole thing says is, I've done X, Y, Z, and it took me a long time, and so now I want to help people do it in a short amount of time. Who is people? Who are you actually helping? What result are you helping them get? You learned, you did a bunch of coaching and it took a long time. What did you learn didn't work, and what did you learn did work? That is your how. A way better version of this would have been, hey, my name is Sam, blah, blah, blah. I've been a coach for X amount of years, and honestly, I've worked with so many different guys, and they all struggle with this one problem, blank. And you know what? I struggle with that as well. And then you show a photo of your before. This was me at age whatever. And man, I got to tell you, I struggle with the dieting so much. I tried this plan, and it took me around in circles for years. And it was only when I discovered this way of dieting that not only did I drastically change my physique, but I've helped X amount of people do it as well, right? And these skinny guys who've never been able to pack on more than 5 pounds of muscle are blowing up their physique while staying lean and absolutely transforming their life. Here's my guy Brandon, here's my guy Chad, here's my guy Chris, whatever. But there's none of that. It's just, I did this, it took me a long time, and now I want to help people do it quick. So your VSL is completely uninformative, right? The actual aesthetic of the VSL, dark background, dark t-shirt. It's tough for you to stand out. I can't make out your physique. You've got an insane physique, but why aren't you showing it in the video? You could be filming this in the gym, or you could be filming this in, a decent looking tank top, for example. I'm not saying looks scruffy or whatever, but you can show off the physique much better, right? So there's that component of things as well. Then we've got start my free trial today. Now, if you are getting leads from this, which would surprise me, but if you are getting leads, they would be the lowest quality leads. The pro here is that start my free trial today, very, very low commitment, right? Who doesn't like free stuff? You would probably, if you are, you might be getting a lot of applications, because if we click here, it just goes to an application form. You may be getting a lot of that. But look at the frame in which people have entered into your application program. It's, hey, it's going to be free. And you know who likes free stuff? The bottom of the barrel people, the lowest quality leads. They love free shit. So if you are attracting a high volume of applications, you're getting the worst quality leads. Instead, what it should have been is, hey, book in a call. And that's how I know you're not selling anything high ticket. Because high ticket fitness coaching requires a call, right? Point blank period. There may be exceptions for the rule, but point blank period, high ticket coaching requires a call. And if you're just saying free trial and then this kind of form, let's get in touch, sure, eventually it'll lead to a call, but it's not attracting very serious clientele, okay? Now this section, I'm actually going to switch back to the board here and go over this in depth. Let's start with this. First, I'm going to make sure this isn't going to move around while I draw. Cool. Why everyone it should be S. Why everyone prefers Sam means fitness. Okay, this here is a bold, unsubstantiated claim, right? It's essentially, it's a false claim. Where's the proof of this? Why everyone prefers your coaching? Instead, if you had a very clear image of who your niche was, a much better way of doing this, which doesn't leave you open to as much scrutiny, is why skinny entrepreneurs prefer Sam coaching, whatever. Why busy dads prefer XYZ. How busy professionals are getting life-changing results with Sam. But why everyone prefers Sam, it's an obvious false claim. because not everyone prefers it. Like, it sounds very basic, but if you're saying this in the first line, you're losing all trust. Okay? And why you should too. I know I keep saying this, but I need to drive this point home. One of the most important things that you need to identify is your niche. Who is you? Who is you? Right? Let's go through more of this copy here. The SAM fitness program is designed and curated just for you. Who is you? Specializing in result-driven. What result? Result-driven functional fitness. What does any of this mean? It's a word salad. How many pounds am I going to lose? How fast am I going to get six-pack abs? How much is my testosterone going to increase? You need quantifiable metrics when you're trying to talk about these results. If you're not specifying the numbers, talk about what their life will look like at the end of this program. When we say functional fitness, why is that important? Who is that important for? If it's for older demographics, great, functional fitness, to have more energy, play with your kids, do X, Y, Z, then I can see that image. That makes sense. It's a really well-written copy, for example. But specializing in result, again, it should be S, results-driven functional fitness. What does that mean? Having helped over hundreds of people, where's the proof? If we go back to your website, I don't see any other case study besides you. If I go onto your Instagram, like I said, I scrolled through a bunch of these. Where is the proof that you've helped hundreds of people? I don't know if this is true. And again, trust is everything in coaching. And if your big, bold claim is that everyone prefers your coaching, I immediately don't trust you. And I certainly don't trust you if you've said you've helped over hundreds of people and I haven't seen a single photo of anyone else. Having helped hundreds of people completely remodel and transform their lives. I don't really know how true that is. Where's the proof? Okay. And then we've got the 3 pillars: fitness, nutrition, community. Cool. That's stock standard. Fine. But here, I'll be very honest. We're just scratching the surface. Okay? We're really just scratching the surface. I have no idea what your actual lead flow looks like. I don't know how many meetings you're booking a week. I don't know the quality of those leads. How many are you actually closing? What is the price point of your program? When it comes to your actual acquisition, are you purely relying on inbounds? So if this is you, are you purely relying on prospects coming to you? That's inbound, right? Or are you also incorporating outbound to get more clients who might not know about you, but are you doing outbound as well to get more clients in? To build a successful coaching business, you need both. You need inbounds, you need outbounds. So I have no idea about your acquisition systems, what you currently have set up right now, but we're really scratching the surface. Even if we take a look at the outbound too, how many DMs are you sending per day? Are you sending it all manually yourself? You should have a system where somebody else, a virtual assistant, can do these DMs for you. Get the outbound. That is literally what we specialize in, right? This is our whole thing. Utilizing VAs to do outbound, targeted outbound. So you don't have to be dealing with cheap people, tire kickers. You can select the right niche from the jump. People that have a lot of money. Your VA can specifically find those people on Instagram, message them the right message, have a brand new offer, a brand new profile, and convert far more people by incorporating automated outbound. But I don't know what you've currently got set up. All I can see and judge is what's in front of me. But even on this, if I'm noticing a lot of very fundamental, crucial mistakes, just on the front end, I can't imagine what things look like here, right? And so, Sam, again, I'm sure you're watching this. Anyone else who's watching this as well. If going through this kind of stuff, if any of what I've highlighted here has stood out to you and you're like, yeah, man, I'm probably making these mistakes in the bio. I have a website. I probably don't know exactly what I need to do here. I'm not selling high ticket. I don't know what niche to sell to. I don't have a system to do the work for me to get clients coming in. I don't have that kind of system. I have no idea about my content. If any of this is resonating with you, then all I want you to do right now, go onto Instagram. All right? It's at Corbin Silk. I want you to just shoot me a message, right, straight away. Just say, hey, listen, I watched Sam's audit. I really would like some assistance. I need some help getting my stuff structured, having a better business, right? Having systems in the business, right? I need assistance. If that's genuinely you and you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I know I don't have things dialed. I know I have potential. I love fitness. I know I can help people get a result. I just don't know how to run a business. If that is you, shoot me a message. Go on Instagram right now. Shoot me a message. Say, Corbin, I watched the audit. I would love to get on a call, chat a little bit more, right? And I'll absolutely find a time where we can sit down and chat and see if what we have could actually change the game for you. Now, if you want to see actual proof of this, take a look at any one of my highlights, right? Even my recent highlight here, you can see the people that are winning from this system, right? We have my guy Kia who signed 5 high-ticket clients in the first 14 days of joining us. High Rule sells his program for $4,300, a 12-week program, right? You can scroll through all of these all day long, right? This is what real high-ticket fitness coaching businesses are capable of with the right systems, right? Again, Kia booked 9 calls in 3 days with his VA. 9 calls in 3 days, all of them for high ticket. If you're not doing results like this, I don't know, what are you doing? Why would you want to settle for less? Why would you want to settle for cheap clients or free clients? If you're not getting results like this on a consistent basis, you need to take different action. You need to work with people that have done what you want to do before, right? So again, if any of this is standing out and you actually want to make a difference, we have 4 months left of 2024. If you want to make a difference for the rest of this year and kickstart 2025 with a bang, then you know what to do. Find me on Instagram, send me a message, book in a call, and actually see if what we have could help you out, right? Guys, I hope you benefited from this. I actually really enjoyed making this video. I'm not usually this heated, right? But I'm just very, very passionate about doing things well, doing it the right way. And I know there are so many more people for me to assist, so many more people for me to help. So guys, if that's you, you know what to do. Thank you for watching this video. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.